Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to make a tall, deep scrunch dress using wiffle balls. The dress is an Old Navy dress that is 100% cotton. I have a plastic tub or tote that I've placed 2 containers down inside, which I purchased from the dollar store, that are plastic baskets. They're pretty large. I've placed one upside down and the other one on top. That will keep the basket out of the muck. Muck is the runoff from the melting ice mixed with the dye. I'm also using 6 wiffle balls, which are softball size. I purchased these from Amazon and I have a link down below to them. I have the dress turned inside out and I've placed it inside of the basket and I'm pushing it around or in between the wiffle balls. I want all the dress inside the basket because that's where I'm going to put the ice and the dye. I don't want any parts of the dress hanging over the edge. The wiffle balls will help keep the tall, deep scrunches. If I just put the dress inside and made the tall scrunches or the pulled up areas without putting something underneath, a lot of times they'll just kind of collapse in on top of themselves whenever I add the ice on top. The wiffle balls really help to keep that structure. Now I'm going to add some ice to the top of the dress. I have a few larger chunks and that's fine. I don't mind using the larger chunks. It kind of helps keep them from falling through the holes in the basket. Over the top of the ice, I'm going to randomly add 3 dye colors. I'm using Aster from Pro Chemical and Dye, Ice Dye Blue from Dye Spin, and Blue Pervinka from Dye Spin. Now I'm going to add an additional sprinkle of dry soda ash over the top of the dye. Then I'm going to place this container aside and allow the ice to melt. After the ice melted, there was one small area that had just a little bit of white remaining. I added just one small piece of ice right there and a little sprinkle of dye. Then I allowed the dress to continue processing for 24 hours. To rinse the dress, I took it to my utility sink and began rinsing in cold water to rinse out the soda ash. I took it out of the container, rinsed off the wiffle balls, and continued rinsing in hot water to rinse out any of the excess dye that didn't bond with the fabric. Instead of rinsing for a long time, I decided to soak the dress by adding some hot water to my utility sink along with a little bit of Blue Dawn dish detergent. When the water cooled off, I added some more hot water to the sink and continued the soaking process until the water was almost clear. Then I put the dress along with some Dharma's Professional Textile Detergent into my washing machine and I washed it using a hot water cycle. Then after I washed the dress, I actually just went ahead and let this one air dry. I hung it on a hanger and put it aside to allow it to dry naturally. So after the dress dried and was ironed, this is what it looks like. Okay, so what do you guys think? I think this one is really pretty. I really like the soft blues mixed with the purple color. And I think this dress dyed up really nice. The lace portion or the little inset areas and the tassels didn't dye, but that kind of gives just a little bit of added detail to the dress because it makes those areas really stand out. This dress does have a lining on the inside and it's 100% cotton as well, so it dyed up really pretty too. I like the dye movement on this dress. I think where the wiffle balls are, that gives some dimension and it made the dye flow really pretty in those areas. The 3 dye colors that I used on this dress, the Aster, Ice Dye Blue, and Blue Pervinca, are all newer colors to me. I have the dye swatches for those out on my tie-dye blog, where I have photos of my dye swatches from the different dye suppliers. My tie-dye blog is out on my website, which the link for that is down below in the description for this video. I also have a lot of other topics that I discuss out on my tie-dye blog, so if you're new to tie-dyeing, you might find some useful information out there. And also, if there are any topics that you'd like for me to discuss on my tie-dye blog, just let me know. I'm always looking for new topics to discuss or anything that you guys might have questions about, have an interest in. I'm happy to discuss it if I know anything about it, or if there's an experiment or something you want me to try, I'm always up for trying something different. So just let me know. You can let me know down in the comments here or shoot me an email, however you want to get me information. I'm also out on all forms of social media too. You can usually contact me through those as well. I have links to all my social media down below in the description, and you can contact me through my website. That'll shoot me an email. Anyway, I really love the colors on this dress. I think they work really well together, and I just think it's a pretty dress. It has such a soft watercolor feel and really pretty dye movement. But what do you guys think? Drop me some comments down below and let me know. And if you've enjoyed watching me make this dress, I sure would appreciate it if you would like the video and if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.